We are back, and there is a very important topic in Romans, and it's very valid to understand what is going on with the existing kingdom to come government and what Shaul meant. So there is the obvious understanding of the set apart people versus the people outside of the camp. I have spoken many times what it meant. People outside, they are the goys, and the set apart people, they were set ever since the time of Moses and prior of. So we understand what it means to be set apart. Set apart are not the people outside. Set apart are the original people from the line of the Hebrews. So then, let every soul be subjected to the authorities of the government of the kingdom to come. The kingdom to come government is in a camp. So very important, have this in mind. For there is no authority that is not from Elohim. He's talking regarding the kingdom to come, set apart believers. There is no authority that is not from Him. Outside of the camp, the world is condemned. Does not mix with the set apart believers. So then, and the authorities that exist are established by Elohim Himself. There is no other place in the world that can have any other government above Elohim's government. That's the basic understanding. Absolutely sure and certain. So then what is Shaul saying? He therefore who is contrary to the authorities of the kingdom to come camps are then judged, because we understand that it's not the judgment to come. There is vengeance to come. But when these people, they are contrary of the government of Elohim or the camp or the camps, then they are condemned. What does this mean regarding the people from the Hebrews? If they get mixed with the world, they are condemned with the world. This is what Shaul was trying to remind them. Do not be mixed with the world, otherwise you are going to be condemned with them. Yahshua said very plainly, prostitutes and tax gatherers would enter the kingdom of heaven before you. He was talking about his own countrymen because they were so disobedient. So then what is Shaul trying to say? He therefore that is contrary to the authority established by Elohim then is condemned. So then what it means? Thousands of our Hebrew brothers outside of the camp, they are condemned. They are going to the first death. As a prostitute would be outside without Yeshua or Yahshua the Mashiach. Plain and simple. There is no half term. There is no deal that can be made. They die outside of the camp, they are condemned. Condemned, condemned, and condemned, and condemned. That's why Shaul is very specific. Romans, there is a 12th chapter, because he's talking about do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with the Torah, being obedient. What did Yahshua said in the 23rd chapter of Mechityahu? Whatsoever Moses said for you to do, these do and observe. What does it mean, the reverse? Condemnation. If it's not done as per Moses' instructions, it came from above, came from on high, came from Yahweh himself, the Creator, then they are condemned. They can make up their own junk, but it does not work comparing with what was taught. Yahshua was specific. When he came, the city was contaminated. The people, they were contaminated. The leaders, they were contaminated. And the evil in them was so bad. Yahshua had to say on their faces very sternly, prostitutes and tax gatherers would earn the kingdom of heaven before you, because they were so disobedient. And around the world, the Hebrew brothers, when they are not obedient to what Moses said for them to do and observe, then they go to the first death. Their souls are in torment. Those that lived the entire lives reading the Torah, reading, and they didn't obey. They went to the first death. As same as being a prostitute. So be encouraged and return to the camps. Be obedient, because the world, they want answers. Whatsoever Moses said for you to do, these do and observe. And then later, on the same sort of the phrase of the paragraph, and then he simply stated, but do not do what they do, because they do go after the takanots and maasims. Those are junk. Do what Moses said to do, and do not do what they do in terms of the takanot maasim. When Yahshua was involved with the ceremony of the ruler of the law that was engaged with his bride, and they were there, they were having a feast, and wine was no more. And then Yahshua was requested by his mother to inform him that there was no more wine. And what Yahshua's reply was, what myself have to do with you? My time is not yet come. In other words, what Yahshua said, what is my link of myself with Ruach HaKodesh in you that would concern me? The only part of coming from the flesh is not yet, because my time has not come yet. What is your concern? And she simply said, there is no more wine. And then Yahshua observed that there were pots over there of the people of the law. Those were junk. Those were the people of the law's own junky laws. What was his order? Make sure get those with water. And they were bad water. So Yahshua then made a miracle using bad water. Junky water, dirty water, more than likely part of sewer water. But then the ruler did not know, because if he knew that the water was contaminated, he would have a fit. And then Yahshua broke the very law that he was involved with, because it was junk. Yahshua came first with the primary objective of cleaning up the city. Yahshua knew the dangers of not being obedient to the law of Moses, because it came from above. And then later he continues, not from this portion, but the other portion from the 23rd chapter, whatsoever Moses said for you to do, these do and observe. Otherwise it's condemnation. Because regarding the set apart people is more stringent than the people outside. Because the set apart people, they are under a damn covenant. And Yahweh, the Creator Himself, He is involved with them in a damn covenant. There is no escape from. If they are found disobedient, condemned. So thousands upon thousands of Hebrew brothers outside of the camp, disobedient, they went to the first death. They went straight down as a prostitute without Yahshua. This is what Yahshua was saying. Prostitutes and tax gatherers would come first before you, because they would understand they had to repent and be obedient to the Torah. But they were so evil, they wanted to do their way, and then went straight down. Straight down they went. They are in torment. There is no playing around. For us guys, it's scary. It's very scary. Being under a damn covenant and not being loyal to it. They are crazy. And they go around with their own laws. And then they come up with this takanot and masim and this crap. Not related with the main holy laws of the Torah. And they don't obey a damn covenant? They are insane. They go straight down to the first death. So Yahshua then was very specific, and then Shaul is warning them. Let every soul be subjected to the authorities of the kingdom to come camp, because they are already under a damn covenant. For there is no authority that is not from Elohim when it comes to the camps. Each camp is set by Elohim's desire. And they are under a damn covenant. If they break the damn covenant, then they are condemned. And this is what Shaul is reminding them. Make sure they understand. And they should not listen to the people outside of the camp, because they are condemned. And at the moment that our dear Hebrew brothers, they begin to listen to those people outside, then they became condemned. Straight down to the first death. Regarded as a prostitute without Yahshua. There is no deal with outside of the camp, because they are under a damn covenant. Whosoever breaks the damn covenant perishes. Is the Creator going to perish? No. The Creator is eternal. Whosoever breaks His covenant is damned and condemned. Because the people can't break a damn covenant. And this is when the confusion comes from, because they should be in their camps, as instructed by Moses. And Yahshua, he tried. He had the authority from on high. But they were evil, extremely evil. And they are perishing. Every Hebrew brother dying outside of the camp, they are going down to the first death. There is no mercy when it comes to the breaking of a damn covenant. It is condemned. The person is condemned. So please, dear Hebrew brothers, return to your camps as fast as you can and be obedient of what Moses taught you. And then later went even Yahshua himself. He died trying to make sure that these people would be obedient. So consider what first Yahweh Yeshua said, and then what Shaul said. There it is. Let every soul be subjected to the authorities of the government of the kingdom to come camps. For there is no authority that is not from Elohim, and the authorities there are exist. The existing authorities are established by Elohim. Of course they were. They were under a damn covenant. And the reverse of it brings condemnation. Yahshua is not going to save the selected and the set apart people if they are not doing their own part. They are condemned. The slack only comes from those outside. Those guys outside, that they don't have the understanding of the Torah, neither the understanding of the damn covenant. Those, they have a bit of slack, but not for very long. Much more coming up.